Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is AQIB HUSSAIN. Today, we're diving into one of the most sought after health and safety qualifications in the world, the NEBOSH International General Certificate, or IGC. The NEBOSH IGC is a globally recognized qualification designed to give you the skills and knowledge needed to manage health and safety effectively in any workplace, regardless of the industry or location. So, who is this qualification for? Whether you're an experienced HSE professional, a manager, or even someone looking to start a career in health and safety, the NEBOSH IGC is the perfect way to boost your credentials. The course is divided into two key units. First, IG1, which covers the management of health and safety. You'll learn about the key principles of health and safety management, legal requirements, and how to plan and implement a health and safety system in your workplace. Next is IG2, the risk assessment unit, where you get hands-on experience. You'll conduct a real-life risk assessment to identify hazards and recommend control measures. Now, let's talk about assessments. For IG1, you'll complete an open book exam based on real-life scenarios. For IG2, you'll be conducting and submitting a detailed risk assessment report. This practical experience ensures that you can apply what you learn directly to your workplace. The benefits of holding a NEBOSH IGC certification are immense. Not only is it recognized worldwide, but it also opens doors to numerous career opportunities such as health and safety officer, HC consultant, and more. It's a vital qualification for improving safety culture and compliance in any organization. And if you're looking to further advance your career, the NEBOSH IGC is a great stepping stone to higher level certifications, such as the NEBOSH diploma. So, if you're ready to take your career and your workplace's safety standards to the next level, the NEBOSH IGC is the perfect choice. At National Academy, we offer flexible study options to fit your schedule, whether it's online, part-time, or full-time. Interested in learning more? Visit us at National Academy and start your journey toward becoming a certified health and safety professional today. So now let's the course NEBOSH IGC. As I told you before, there are 02 units. The first one IG1 and the second is IG2. In the first unit, we have 4 elements. Element No. 1, why we should manage workplace health and safety. Basically, there are 3 reasons to manage workplace health and safety: moral reason, financial reason, and legal reason. But before starting this topic, we should know about these key health, safety, and welfare. No. What is health? Health refers to a state of physical, mental, and social well-being, not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. In the context of occupational health and safety, health means that workers are not exposed to harmful conditions that could lead to illness or injury. This includes preventing both immediate health risks, like exposure to hazardous chemicals or machinery, and long-term health concerns, like stress, repetitive strain, or occupational diseases. Good health in the workplace ensures that employees can work without suffering from conditions that impair their ability to perform effectively. The second, we have safety. Basically, safety is the condition of being protected from risk or danger, particularly serious personal injury. In the workplace, safety involves minimizing or eliminating the risks of accidents and injuries by implementing controls, procedures, and safe practices. This could involve the proper use of personal protective equipment, PPE, ensuring machinery is well maintained, conducting regular risk assessments, and providing safety training. A safe working environment means that the likelihood of accidents, whether minor or life-threatening, is kept as low as possible. And the third one, we have welfare or welfare facilities. Welfare refers to the provision of basic facilities that support the well-being of employees while at work. This can include clean drinking water, rest areas, sanitary facilities, proper lighting, and a comfortable temperature in the workplace. Welfare provisions help ensure that workers have access to necessary amenities to maintain their health and well-being throughout the working day. Beyond physical facilities, welfare also involves psychological and emotional support, such as access to counseling services or programs that promote work-life balance. Now going to explain the main topic, which is why we should manage workplace health and safety. As I told you before, that there are three reasons: moral, financial, and legal reason. So the first one is financial reason to managing workplace health and safety. Moral reason basically is every employee has the right to work in a safe and healthy environment. Organizations have a moral obligation to ensure the well-being of their employees and to avoid incidents that could lead to injury, illness, or death. Now check some ILO, International Labor Organization, global statistics. The statistics from the International Labor Organization, ILO, paint a very concerning picture of the current state of workplace safety around the globe. These numbers aren't just figures, they represent real lives lost or impacted every single day. Let's take a look at some staggering facts. Over 350 work-related fatal accidents occur every year. That's nearly 1 people losing their lives every single day due to unsafe working conditions. These accidents are often preventable with the right health and safety measures in place. Imagine how many families are left without loved ones simply because safety protocols weren't followed or even established. 2. 75 million work-related fatalities occur annually. This includes not just accidents but also deaths from occupational diseases. These aren't always immediate. Sometimes people suffer for years from illnesses directly caused by their work environment. For example, exposure to harmful chemicals, poor air quality, or long-term ergonomic issues can lead to fatal health problems. The next is occupational diseases. Here you can see the ILO estimates that 4 million people die from them every year. These diseases, such as cancers caused by exposure to asbestos or respiratory issues from inhaling toxic fumes, often go unnoticed until it's too late. The silent but deadly nature of these diseases means that employers and industries have an even greater moral obligation to protect their workers' health. The next one we have, the ILO reports 270 million accidents and 160 million cases of work-related diseases annually. Think about that. Every minute, multiple workers around the world are getting hurt or falling ill because of their job. These non-fatal accidents may not always be deadly, but they can lead to long-term disability, psychological trauma, and an overall decline in quality of life. Okay. Then next we have economic impact. Let's not forget the broader implications. Work-related accidents and illnesses result in 4% of the global GDP being lost every year. That's billions of dollars lost due to preventable issues. For companies, this means increased healthcare costs, compensation claims, and loss of productivity. But beyond the financial loss, it's a reflection of how failing to manage health and safety effectively can lead to widespread human suffering. So, what's the moral takeaway here? As employers, organizations, and societies, we have a duty to protect the health and well-being of workers. Every worker deserves to return home safely to their families at the end of the day, free from injury or illness caused by their job. It's not just about complying with legal standards or avoiding fines, it's about doing what's right. Human life and dignity must come first. Workers put their trust in employers to provide a safe environment, and it's up to us to make sure that trust is never broken. Okay, if you have any question about the moral reason, you can ask me in comments now. Let's start the second one, which the financial reason for managing health and safety. We'll be talking about a critical aspect of health and safety management, the financial reason for ensuring proper health and safety measures in the workplace. While it's true that accidents and ill health have a human cost, they also come with significant financial consequences that can affect not only individual businesses but the broader economy. Let's start with the basic fact. Accidents and ill health cost money, and sometimes a lot more than businesses realize. These costs are divided into two main categories: direct costs, indirect costs. Direct costs are the measurable, tangible expenses that arise directly from workplace accidents or ill health. These are usually easier to identify and track. Here are a few examples. Medical expenses. This includes the cost of treatment, rehabilitation, and any follow-up medical care for injured workers. Compensation payments. In many cases, employers are required to provide compensation to workers injured on the job. whether through insurance or direct payouts. Legal costs. If the incident leads to legal proceedings, either from regulatory penalties or lawsuits, companies can face significant legal fees. Damage to property or equipment. Accidents can cause costly damage to machinery, tools, or company property, requiring repairs or replacements. These direct costs can often be substantial, but they only represent part of the financial picture. And the second one is indirect costs. Indirect costs are those that arise as a consequence of the accident or illness, but are much harder to measure. These are often hidden and can sometimes outweigh direct costs. Let's take a closer look. Loss of productivity. When a worker is injured or sick, their absence means less work gets done. If the incident affects more workers, entire projects can be delayed. Training and recruitment. If the injured worker cannot return to work, hiring and training a replacement adds additional expenses. Lower staff morale. Accidents can create fear and anxiety among the rest of the workforce, leading to reduced motivation and lower overall productivity. Reputation damage. Companies known for frequent accidents or poor safety records may lose the trust of clients, customers, and even potential employees, which can affect long-term growth. Because indirect costs are harder to quantify, they're often overlooked. But in reality, they can have just as big an impact on a company's bottom line. The ripple effect on the economy. Beyond individual companies, the broader economy also suffers when health and safety management fails. According to the International Labour Organization, ILO, work-related injuries and diseases cause the global economy to lose 4% of its GDP annually. Think about that. Billions of dollars are lost every year simply because health and safety practices aren't being prioritized. So why is managing health and safety financially smart? It's simple. The cost of prevention is far lower than the cost of dealing with accidents after they happen. By investing in risk assessments, safety training, preventative equipment and PPE, regular maintenance of equipment, companies can drastically reduce both direct and indirect costs, saving money in the long run. Think of it as a wise investment. By preventing accidents, you're also protecting your business from the financial fallout that follows. So, managing health and safety isn't just about complying with laws or moral duty, it's also about protecting your financial health. Accidents are costly, and the true cost goes far beyond just medical bills or compensation. From lost productivity to damaged reputations, failing to manage health and safety properly can drain your business financially. Hope you get my points. Now move to the next topic. In this topic, we'll be covering an important topic related to workplace health and safety. The difference between insured and uninsured costs when accidents or incidents happen. While many businesses might think insurance will cover all costs, that's not always the case. Let's break it down. Let's start with insured costs. These are the types of costs that are typically covered by your insurance policy. When something goes wrong, your insurance can step in to help cover fire damage. If a fire occurs in your workplace, insurance will likely cover the cost of repairing or replacing damaged property and equipment, worker injury or death. If an employee is injured or loses their life while on the job, insurance policies such as workers' compensation typically cover medical expenses, compensation payments to the worker or their family, and related legal fees. Medical costs. Injuries on the job can result in significant medical expenses, from emergency treatment to rehabilitation. Your insurance is there to cover these costs and minimize the financial impact on the company. While these insured costs can be high, they only represent a fraction of the total financial burden when workplace accidents or incidents occur. Now, let's talk about the uninsured costs, the expenses that aren't covered by insurance, which can often go unnoticed but add up quickly. These include loss of raw materials due to accidents. If a spill or accident results in the loss of raw materials or products, your insurance might not cover the replacement costs, leading to significant financial losses. Sick pay. When an employee is injured or falls ill, you'll still be responsible for covering their sick pay while they're unable to work. Over time, if other employees need to work extra hours to cover for injured colleagues, The additional overtime wages come directly out of your company's pocket. Equipment repairs. While fire or major damage might be insured, smaller accidents can lead to repairs for machines, tools, or vehicles that may not be covered by your policy. Lost materials. When equipment breaks down or accidents occur, materials might get damaged or wasted, and insurance doesn't always account for these losses. All these uninsured costs might seem small individually, but together they can add up to significant financial strain on your business. It's important to understand that the true cost of accidents goes beyond what's covered by insurance. Uninsured costs, such as the disruption of work, delays in production, and even lower employee morale, can hit your company harder than you think. These hidden expenses make it even more essential to have a strong health and safety program in place. Ultimately, while insurance can help cover some costs, the best way to protect your business is by preventing accidents in the first place. Investing in safety training, regular maintenance, risk assessments will help reduce the chances of accidents happening, which means fewer costs, both insured and uninsured, to worry about. So don't make the mistake of thinking that insurance will cover all the costs of workplace accidents. The uninsured costs, like loss of materials, sick pay, and overtime, can be just as significant, if not more. That's why managing health and safety isn't just about complying with regulations. It's about protecting your business from unnecessary financial strain. Okay guys, thanks for watching this video of Element 1. And we start 2 by Tomorrow, and thanks again for watching. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more health and safety insights. Remember me in your prayers. Goodbye.